My name is Ethan Snyder. I'm a freshman here on the Adelphi baseball team, and I am from Syracuse, New York, in a small town called Marcellus.
Ethan Snyder, the GOAT.
So I decided to come to Adelphi because in my college search, I was, emailing different coaches, looking because I knew I wanted to play. But I emailed Coach Bill. He was actually the first coach that reached back out to me, which is kind of funny that the first one ended up being where I came. But yeah, I started looking into the school. I did more research. He called me, told me about the campus. That led to even more research on the college. And I actually came and visited and was committed a week later. I just fell in love with the campus, fell in love with the community. I love the Garden City area. I love Long Island. I knew I always wanted to be close to New York City. So there was pretty much everything I was looking for all wrapped up into one. I've never been to Long Island before I committed here. But I've been to New York City. My family loves the city. We've been down many times, from when I was 5 all the way until now. So I knew I wanted to be close to New York, but Long Island was completely new. And it's an adjustment. I was thinking, I thought it was more suburban. I did not realize how, even though there's not big cities, how many people there are here. I think that the biggest change was that driving in central New York, you don't see anybody. It's just clear, open roads. And then you get to Long Island, it's wow. This is hard. So I think that's probably the biggest adjustment, is figuring out how to drive. I'm a sucker for tourist spots, as much as everybody makes fun of me for it. I do like seeing the spots. But yeah, always Yankee games. Some of my best memories are at Yankee games. I've actually gotten really lucky with some of the games that we've been to, historic games. We went to the game that my first ever Yankee game came down with just my dad and I, and 3 grand slams in a game. First time that ever happened in MLB history. It was one of the biggest games of the year, and I was there for it. So lots of memories wrapped up with Yankees in New York City and this area in general.
Sweeney looking up, see ya! Baseball history, the 3rd grand slam of the game for the Yankees. Never before done in the history of baseball. Curtis Granderson with a grand slam. History in grand style.
Work for Coach Bill is great. I do enjoy having him as a coach, the coaching staff in general, Coach Bill and Coach Batts and Tim, our grad assistant. It's one of the most unique teams I've been on from a coaching perspective, because in high school I only had 2 coaches. They were both teachers, and I love my high school coaches. I mean, especially my head coach, he inspired me to do a lot of the things baseball-wise that I do, the work I put in, everything comes from him. But it is a little bit different, having coaches that aren't employees of the school. This is their thing. And I know Bill puts in a lot of work, not just on the baseball side, but in building the program. So it's been nice to have that level of commitment to the program in itself. And then on the field, one of the big things that we stress as a team and that the coaches stress is healthy competition. And I've absolutely loved that, because it was like that in high school, and then coming here, it's the same way. That, we're all, the guys on the team, we're all close, we're all tight-knit, but when it comes on the field, we compete. And it's been really reinforced throughout my time here, and what I've seen is that everything is a competition, and I love that. Yeah, so a lot of people, when they say, they think of doctors, health science majors, things like that, they think, oh, you just want to help people. For me, it's so much more than that. I think that one of the things I've learned is that you can't be a science major, you can't try to go on the path to be a doctor if all you want to do is help people, because it's hard. You need to have the passion for yourself. I think that's why it's working out so well for me, because I'm passionate about science. I love biology. Chemistry is hard. It's kicking my butt. I love it. And as much as I may hate the homework and hate the tests, but I love chemistry as a subject. So I think that's where, the passion, because along with wanting to help people, of course, that's, with any doctor, any healthcare professional, I believe that that's a part of, hopefully, why they want to go into that profession. And for me, it is too. But it does stem from a love of science, a love of learning, a love of, especially in biology, chemistry, how the world around you just works and revolves. And I think that's what's especially interesting to me. So I think that Adelphi is going to shape me into the person that I'm going to be, because I've been exposed to lots of different kinds of people from all over the world. experiences that I would never be exposed to had I not come here. And you learn things about people and about the world that you would never know if you don't talk to people from other areas. I think my experience similarly is like the same as my mom. My mom, she was born and raised in Colombia, South America, moved to Germany and then moved to the United States when she was 16. So she came to college, you know, she didn't speak a lick of German, a lick of English when she came. But, you know, she learned. She was able to graduate. Now she has her master's degree from Syracuse. So I think that, like, her experience has shown me that leaving your home is important and getting out and seeing the world is important. And while it's not, you know, moving 5 hours away isn't to the same level as her experience, I see that, you know, she doesn't regret a thing. She loved that she left home. She loved that, you know, she came and built her life here. And I've seen how that's helped her life and how just getting out and traveling helped her. So I expect the same from my experience here.